I want to talk about Chud the Builder. Chud the Builder is a creator who is known for live streaming and having confrontations with black people. These confrontations will develop, and he will then call the black person the N-word, and inevitably the black person will lash out because they freak out when they hear a white person say that word. Then he will accuse that person of chimping out, and then this confrontation usually devolves into a standoff where Chud will have mace on him and he'll be armed, and he'll threaten the person with if you come near me, I will defend myself. Now, I'm sure Chud thinks he is highlighting how the black community has low impulse control and how words should not set somebody off to want to be violent. But the fact is, he's made himself a target in the black community at this point, and whoever takes Chud out will be considered a hood hero. This is eventually going to end in one of two ways. Chud is going to eventually have to defend himself, and he'll either end up dead because somebody's going to take him out, or he'll defend himself and kill somebody, or however it may even just be violence or whatever happens. But if he defends himself in this scenario, I'm sure he thinks he'll be able to stand on, well, I was just exercising my First Amendment right and my Second Amendment right by defending myself. But what will actually happen is he will be charged with a hate crime if he doesn't end up dead. 20 years ago or 21 years ago, there was a kid, Nick, in Ozone Park. Fat Nick from Ozone Park. There was a black kid running around his neighborhood stealing cars. Everybody knew this black kid was stealing cars. One night, Nick confronts him, and they get into a fight as the kid is trying to steal a car. Nick has a fight with the kid. While he's fighting with the kid, he drops the N-word. This shouldn't have even brought charges on Nick. Nick should have been able to claim this kid was stealing something and I got into a fight with him. But because he dropped the N-word, he wasn't even charged with simple assault. He was charged with a hate crime. Nick was then convicted and sentenced to 25 years in prison. This happened 22 years ago. Nick is still in prison. He didn't get out early for good behavior, nothing like that. The point is, if Chud ever stands before a jury, he is going to end up in a jury mixed with black people and white liberals who are shocked by things like racism. He is going to be convicted on a hate crime. What we are all watching right now is Chud live streaming that will end in the end of his life one way or another. It will either end with him being convicted on one of these hate charges, or it will end with him dead because whoever does put an end to Chud the Builder will be a hood hero. So I hope the best for Chud, but I think he really needs to reconsider what he's doing with his live streaming. This is not going to end well for him. He's not serving some greater purpose by showing everybody what is wrong in the black community. All he's doing is putting a target on his head for either death or incarceration for hate crime. Whether that's legitimate or not, that is going to be the end of the Chud the Builder story.